Here.
Ron?
Here.
Gary?
Here. Stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item 3, discussion and possible approval of minutes from the February 23rd, 2026 Commissioners meeting. I'll make that motion to approve.
Second.
Zach?
Yes.
Ron?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
Item 4, review purchase orders generated by the Grady County governing bodies during the current previous month or authorize or deny payments of such purchase orders.
You want me to read the ones that was on?
Four, total senior citizens invoice dated before the PO, $10,458.27. Alex senior citizens, 54 cents. Courthouse was closed on 2/16 for President's Day, but one should have been open before coming for a blanket. Grady County Fire Department, 2,100.
Yeah, I wrote a note with that. They sold to Tyler Technologies and they sent me the invoice on the 19th, but the service includes from December 1st, I believe, to November 30th. I tried to get in touch with them and I was just kind of la la land for a little bit until I got their new W-9. The same day I got their invoice.
Yeah, December 1st, yeah, okay.
The invoice is dated in time, it's just the service dates that include last year.
Burton senior citizens invoice dated before the PO, $200. I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second.
Zach?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
Item 5, discussion and possible action on reports from the Emergency Management Director, Grady County Fire Department, and Safety Director. Bill?
Well, good morning. So, I wanted to let you know that Laura will come in as well. So in my mind, she's my office administrator, plus she has volunteer fire department, so that helps me like with that area. So, that's how I see her, and then in my absence, she's getting into all the emails and all that, so in case I'm not around, we don't have like, I'm not the system. We all are the system, so you guys can be updated no matter what happens. So last week we conducted a regional communications rehearsal with our region, from emails to phones to text to radios. That way, every week they're practicing that, making sure hopefully if an event happens, 90% or 100% of those will work, depending on what's taken out. So that was done, which was well. We conducted a natural gas site tabletop and training event and a tour of the site at Chitwood site for Philip 66 in Ennicott. And it was very, very informative. So they told us every 3 years, Philip 66 mandates that they do a major tabletop for a catastrophic event. So this one was where propane tanks exploded in theory. And what will we do as a collaborative effort, them and the emergency services, plus them know in real time how we have volunteer fire departments that are robust, but it's gonna take them 30 minutes to an hour to get there. So it was great. Laura was with me, Bobby was with me, and we went up there and it was really good. the one thing that came from that is Phillips 66, because you know me, I'm asking for money all the time. They have an internal grant that soon I will come to you all to see if I can apply for, with a project associated with it, and turn it into Phillips 66, which is the company, and they have an internal, contribution. They can give us money for equipment or a project. So, just so you're aware of it, but I'll come to you with that project to see if it's approved, through you all. So, the emergency grant that Dale had gotten, since 2024 is in action now. I met with Mike, the construction superintendent, last Thursday or Friday, and he came in hobbling with a little bad wing, and, he'll be back pretty soon, but he came in to say hi. And, he's getting the engineers to work on the building at 9th and Illinois, and, so it's gonna be a lot bigger than we thought. Once he has those documents, he'll bring those to you all as well, and then we'll have to go out for the bidding process and all that, but that should be done within the next few months, so I'm hoping it's done before school starts next school season, which is gonna be great. And we'll be able to centrally store some of those boats and things that are, can be used throughout the county with the weather's changing. Let me see, I will be out next week for the, Mesonet Oklahoma Weather Network. I have to take a mandatory class, it's 4 days, within my first year. And it's in, I think, Oklahoma City, so I'll just be traveling that Monday through Thursday, but I'm still available. And, again, Laura is very, good about messaging me if something comes up, and I can just give them guidance from there. Something I talked about before, and I'm just gonna bring it up. So when we think of crisis and disaster, normally we're thinking tornadoes, floods, wildfires. We need to keep thinking, and I know law enforcement thinks, and I'm not speaking for the undersheriff, but I know they're thinking about it, civil disturbance. We know we are entangled with Iran and other folks that want America not to succeed. So there was a Texas shooting, which is right down the road in Austin. There was one in Cincinnati. I have a lot of friends, and one of them sent me a message that, a lot of people who do not like America have been told to begin attacks against Americans. And who knows what that looks like, but I'm gonna begin to think through emergency plans that will help us mitigate. I mean, it has to happen, and it's just hard to say that, but if something happens where we're ready for it. Then I have a very close relationship with a gentleman who's very high in cybersecurity, and I'm just gonna talk to him, he'll talk to me for free, just to see what his thoughts are on our county. I know we have IT folks, but just so we're aware that cybersecurity, if all the networks are interacted, our electric grid goes down, what do we do? And you all as commissioners have a plan that be put in place for that. So not to create fear, but to create readiness. And then, I think that's it. Oh, yeah, the Hennessy, just to be aware of it, Kingfisher County Hennessy Public School had a bomb threat this morning, so they closed them, just to be safe. So even though we're in Oklahoma, people can be disgruntled. But the victory is, this county is awesome, and that's it.
Kim?
I don't have a whole lot. I know I reported to you guys a month, maybe two ago, about the Cop City engine finally being repaired and then going back in service. Well, that didn't work out as planned, as they were driving it home, it blew up. It didn't blow up, but the motor blew up. Anyway, so their plan is to scrap that. The gentleman who did the work is not charging them. He's had that engine for 4, Gary, maybe 5 years. He's had it a minute, waiting on the particular motor to come in. Anyway, he's not charging them anything, won't even charge them for the motor, but they're gonna work out something through their donations for him on that. But they did find one on an auction site in Alabama, I believe. The PO that we have open for the repairs was $25,000, that'll be canceled. The one they found is $13,500 or $13,600. So that's in the works, it hasn't happened, I haven't received anything as far as, hey, we found this and we might go look at it situation, but, and anyway, so I knew I had reported to you guys it was moving and it's not. the Clock City engine is gonna be surplus as trash at this point.
I did have one alibi, sir, before Bobby goes, if that's okay. So we have and you probably know this, emergency management has a lot of vehicles, and there's only one or two drivers. So I would like to correct that, and I know Friend has the need for a command vehicle. I have two of those retired police vehicles that are fully equipped, radioed, ready to go. I would keep one of those, and I'll learn what the process is, but I'm just being forthcoming and saying I might request one get moved.
Actually, it would be a EMR
Is
vehicle.
it an
EMR
yeah,
vehicle.
But EMR.
But moved over to that station to make it worthwhile and be used instead of sitting over there. But I'll learn how that process works and, bring it to you all for your thoughts.
Bobby?
Well, it's, not a great week, but a great week on my report. I was trying to get all this done this morning. I was, organizing a lot of our inspections, and all our reports that we do, making sure I have a separate folder for them, just so if we ever get audited for anything, I can easily email those and have a digital copy and a hard copy. But anyway, we had a great week, last week, no reportable motor vehicle, accidents or injuries. I completed it and am preparing again this month's workplace safety inspection reports with all the departments. A lot of this I did on my own just because it was, it's nothing that, can't be fixed easy. So, I replaced a couple of damaged, fire hooks on extinguishers, added signage over, some of them, which is, some of the commonly, issues we have is, zip ties, they're really easy to be broken, so replaced a bunch of those, relocated one extinguisher that was better for easier access. Currently I'm addressing some issues with emergency lighting, which they're on the works with that. Our election board, exterior, we always have, wasps and dirt daubers build up, so I was going around there, spraying some of them down, knocking them down, and reattached the awning that was on the south side of that entrance. It was coming down, so I reattached that. This Thursday, Bill and I had a Google Meet with Jonathan from the Disaster Recovery Consultant. Is that still on?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll be meeting with them on a Google Meet. That's all I have for you guys.
Thanks, Bobby. Item 6, discussion and possible action on report and work orders from the construction superintendent. Mike is still out. Item 7, public comments, nobody signed up. Item 8, new business.
Maybe he's
Nothing either. Item 9, discussion and possible approval of the following draw request for the Grady Memorial Hospital sales tax accounts held with First National Bank. Cardinal Health for a lab fridge freezer 2 for $8,693.91. Logiequip LLC crash cart ICU $2,093.68. I'll make that motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
Is there three? Or two?
Just 2.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jackie.
Thanks, Jackie.
Item 10, discussion and possible approval of resolution of acceptance to the State of Oklahoma 911 Management Authority grant application for 3 Apollo linear consoles for dispatch.
So, we have found a grant out there for the, for dispatch furniture is what it is. The furniture that we currently have, 2 of them, were actually purchased when the jail was built, and, the third one we purchased when the sheriff's office moved into the current building. The grant is a 80-20 grant, our cost will be about 13,000 out of pocket, but we'll get everything but 13,000 back. We pay up front, it's a reimbursement grant. And then these consoles are all ADA compliant, they go up and down like they're supposed to for ergonomics, stuff like that. It has all the built-in stuff, so if you've ever been over there and all the wires are gonna be running everywhere and stuff like that. Watson is a company that I have previously worked with before. The Apollo line is their newest line that they have, they're slimmer, made for, better ergonomics than the one I've worked with previously. All in all, I think it's gonna be a good setup if y'all approve the resolution. Basically, this is kind of the first step of it. We've reached out, we've got, a couple different designs and brands, and Watson so far is the one that's been the best for us, we believe. They are on state bid, so it's gonna be easy of purchase if we decide to go that way. Oh, and it's, about $68,000 is what it's gonna be.
Well, that's gonna be my next question.
About 68,000, if I'm mathing right in my head, it was either 65 or 68, but for some reason I wanna say 68,000. So 13,000, we're not even paying for one whole console at that point in time.
Corey, do you have to pay for it up front, did you say?
Yes,
And do you have the money in your capital outlay?
I believe so, yes. If not, I think we can extend it into next year, if I remember correctly, because this is just the initial step. This is basically, your all's approval, it's gonna still take 3 to 4 months to get even through them.
So will they be signing something again
As in,
for the grant?
yeah, so y'all have to say, yes, we can go forward with the grant, and then they will say, yes, we can, we'll put it on the table. They meet once a month, and, what is today? So they'll meet this month, but we're not gonna have our paperwork even done this month to get to them. So we won't actually go on their board, from what I understand, until next month, so April.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Sam?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
I'll have to check, I thought we had to have the money in the account though.
Yes, you do need the money in the account, so you can go ahead and open a PO. I don't know if that's when you apply or when you get approved.
Well, that's with me, I don't know if it's when you apply or when you get it approved, but they count, the money has to be in the right account. So, we'll check on that maybe, Cindy.
And it'd be
Are you
911,
gonna pay for it out of dispatch?
it'd be out of dispatch.
Okay, yeah, I'll look at it.
Item 11, discussion and possible action on the burn ban that was put into place on February 23rd, 2026.
So in speaking with the, fire chiefs, they would like it lifted, they're bringing the forecast. I sent them a message last night and they all replied, and then I double checked with Rodney this morning, and they would like it lifted. And they did wanna say they appreciate you all being very vigilant about considering all these burn ban, cause it's needed, even though people complain. But that's their request, at the end of the day, it's on you all.
I got called socialist for putting a burn ban in.
I don't know about that, but that's what their request is. And then, of course, for now, just keep weekly checking it, because the weather will change, I mean, we're on Oklahoma, but, so their request would be to lift it for now.
Well, I make a motion to lift the burn ban for the time being.
I'll second it.
Sam?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Gary?
Yes.
I wonder if that same person's gonna call and say, hey, you're a great guy.
I'm sure he will.
It'll make your Monday.
Item 12, discussion and possible action on prescribed burns portion of the burn ban that was put into effect February 23rd, 2026.
Okay, I had requested this, I received complaints, I received complaints down in my area because we have so much, ranch land down there. And my farmers and ranchers down there, they do their, controlled burns and prescribed burns because of their crops, mainly. It's gonna be kind of a moot point at this point, I found out this morning, but the complaint was, how come we're letting people do these burns and there's a burn ban going on? So, I know that, you can do prescribed burns, and I know you can do controlled burns, but there's procedures that you have to go through to do that. And the prescribed burns, the individuals that are doing those, they're doing what they're supposed to do. And so far, they haven't gotten out of control to be a wildfire. The fire department down there, I don't know if he might say anything to you about it or not, but, I guess they get a lot of calls.
Yeah.
Because they can't, because of the burn ban, and they wanna do a control burn.
Yeah.
And I
got
can
several
understand.
emails last
Yeah,
week.
I understand where they're coming from. That to say, there was a controlled burn or, I don't know if it's controlled or prescribed down at Stevens, yeah, and it got out of control.
It did.
And that's the very reason that I get complaints from people down there, because they sometimes get out of control. And, but I found out this morning that, Representative Kelly has introduced a bill, House Bill 3406, and it passed 13-1, to update the burn ban laws. And there'll be provisions added in there where if there's a red flag alert along with the burn ban, then, and we can do it anyway according to, what's his name, Drew Daly. I talked to him with the Forestry Division also. He said if commissioners decided they wanted to stop a burn, stop someone from a controlled burn or prescribed burn, that we could do that. But if they call me and ask me about it, I don't know what the fire department knows, what Bill knows, as far as, saying, no, you can't burn. That's something I think that we need to discuss after this new law comes out now. So, at this point, I guess I'm saying, like I said, it's a moot point until we know more. But it is an issue as far as, I don't know if y'all are experiencing that or not.
A little bit, not, I mean,
Yeah,
a little bit, but not.
yeah. Well, I do catch a lot of it, and personally, the way I feel, if there's a burn ban in effect, I don't think they should be allowed to burn.
We did talk to Patrick Blakes at Forestry Friday, and he said that you guys could take that little blip out of the resolution,
Yeah,
and it can be enforced that way as far as no ag permits will be
Okay.
allowed.
okay,
He did say you could take that out.
Oh.
It is y'all's decision to do that, if you wanna leave it in or out,
yeah.
whichever.
Well, then who is gonna be, I talked to Rodney too, and so who is gonna make the final call as far as saying, can I burn or can I not burn?
It's not actually, approval, it's just a permit to notify us
Yeah.
that they're doing this.
Yeah,
And that's how it's written right now, is they just have to file this
Yeah.
notification plan. It's not anybody's approval, so I think if we took that blurb out of the resolution, or approval required, or something to that effect, then it would actually require approval from, that particular area fire chief.
so.
I'm not sure.
Okay, so where it says, in prescribed burns,
Mhm.
agricultural producers burning cropland, rangeland, forest, or pastures as a preferred method of managing their property must follow Oklahoma Forestry Service guidelines as outlined in section blah, blah, blah.
Right,
Okay.
and that's the notification.
Okay.
It's not an approval.
Okay,
So I haven't read the new bill, as well as I probably should have, but it may require approval. And if it requires approval, then we're back to getting somebody to sign off on that.
Okay,
And Rodney's thing was, we don't wanna sign off on it.
right.
They're the ones taking
Yeah.
every bit of the liability at this point, and if we sign off on that,
Yeah.
then
We're
we
assuming
take
the
part of it
liability.
too.
So yesterday, when I got that messages back from the different chiefs, one of the other counties said, we're just using the ag rule and letting them burn that way. The other thing that I was told at the Emergency Management Association meeting, one of those forestry, leaders high up there, had mentioned, you could take that verbiage out of there, and then we're not liable as a county. Because if you say, even if you said, hey, call the emergency management and they'll be the ones who know the best about the weather and stuff, if I say yes, burn, and something gets out of control,
Yeah.
could it be liable to the county? Me? I mean, it's up to you all, I would just take that out of there. And the other thing they said, when it comes to the law enforcement side, if law enforcement, some will say, they call the sheriff's office, 911 dispatch tells me, sir, that, yeah, the deputy told them, that you can't burn, stop burning. Where some jurisdictions may overlook it, not wanting to get involved in that for whatever reason, you know. So my thoughts would be, when you all think through it, maybe you just wanna take that one piece out, and you'll still be called a socialist, but at the end of the day, it's life and property, and we're not doing it to be mean. I mean, this stuff can get out of control quick.
And if there's an agriculture exemption on it, we can't even tell them to put it out.
No, other than they do assume that liability
Right.
when they file that permit, that notification.
It's just one
And
of
it's
those,
in there, in the words.
it's up to you all though, thinking through it.
It's kinda moot right now, well, I do need to read up on that new law and see if it's
Okay.
gonna do
Or leave
anything
that in
different
place
on that.
until you guys think, well, we gotta change it.
Okay. So for right now, no action.
Item 14, discussion possible action on bid request for the uplifting of one 2026 Ford F-150 four-wheel truck for Grady County District 3.
Number 13.
Oh,
He was wanting to do 14.
I was excited about Gary getting truck outfitted.
You've been listening to me. I'm always jumping.
Item 13, discussion possible approval of additional bidding procedure policies. This is something that Sydney cooked up after our, the building, the last set of bids that we went out. This just puts it on paper so everybody knows when the question's asked, hey, we're going out for bids, everybody knows the policy, so it's on paper, and Sydney approved, and I'm gonna make a motion to approve it for chairman's board.
Second.
Will that be added as part of the purchasing policy or an addendum?
Is it, I think it's an addendum.
Addendum, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Zach,
yes.
John,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
It was always, this is how we always did it,
Yeah.
but it's just, this way it's on
Put it
paper,
right.
so that next time, everybody can say, hey, this is what we're doing.
there's really not even a change in the regular bidding, it's more of the construction bidding.
It's construction bidding, okay.
Yeah, so when we have those big construction projects, we'll have something about that.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, item 14, discussion and possible action on a bid request for the upfitting of one 2026 Ford F-150 4x4 truck for Grady County District 3.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Zach,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Item 15, discussion and possible approval of an interlocal agreement to the purchase roller shells between Grady County and McIntosh County.
so I found some, roller shells, which is what we like to use in our office for the books, so they don't get scratched. And she had them online, and, so I asked her, I felt like it was a good purchase, so that's what we're gonna transfer from one county to the other, like they'll do, we're gonna be request.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Zach,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Item 16, discussion and possible action on a new project for the CIRD 5-year plan.
I talked to Friday, we had a bridge deal, and I know she had it in the email, but I guess it's District 1, District 2, District 3 is the rotation we have right now, but it's still up to us to figure out which project you got.
Well, I've got one, it was built in 1939, I think. Well, she got one.
I've got now I've got a trestle bridge down there that was moved in several years ago, and, I'm not really sure, it might be a possible historical deal. We were all last summer getting that thing fixed, and we're already starting to have a little bit more trouble with it, so, but it's something that we can't take care of right now ourselves, so.
I've got one in Pocasset on Cardinal Road, but it's nothing, they can't wait. It's a 1921 structure. But it's
It doesn't-
it's a 100-car day deal, I mean, it's nothing.
This one's on Dutton Road, down there by Eubanks, down that bottom where that flood was.
Oh, yeah.
And that car got swept up in there, that bridge. But it don't matter to me,
Go ahead.
you sure?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do
No
it then.
problem. Yeah, that's fine.
So I'll make a motion to do a District 1 bridge, it's gonna be local ID number 1076.
I'll second.
Okay.
Zach,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Item 17, discussion and possible approval of resolution to accept maintenance and to include these roads in the county certified road mileage to be filed with ODOT, County Road 1400 and County Street 2766, north on County Street 2766 for 1,113 feet 4 inches, located in Section 17, Township 6, in Range 8W.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Go ahead.
I'll second.
Zach,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Gary.
Yes.
Is this in your district, Gary?
Have a Liberty in it?
Pardon?
Is it in your district?
Yes. Yeah, right there by the Liberty Center.
Liberty Center across there, that's all. Used to grade that road a long time.
Hmm?
I used to grade that road a long time.
Yeah.
We have that there.
Yeah, I got a lot of roads y'all used to grade.
About 15 years ago.
I did a lot of good roads.
Item 18, discussion and possible approval of utility pipeline, road crossing permits, water line, fast line permits, and driveway channel permits.
I've got one.
I've got two. I'm worried. And,
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
Zach,
Yes.
Gary, John,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Gary.
I'm ready to pay for it.
discussion and possible approval of blanket purchase orders. I'll make that motion to approve.
Second. Oh, John,
Zach,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Carrie,
yes.
Item 20, discussion and possible approval of county officer monthly reports. I'll make that motion to approve.
Second.
Zach,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Carrie,
Yes.
Item 21, discussion and possible approval of estimated needs, request for appropriation, and transfer appropriations. I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Zach,
Yes.
John,
Yes.
Carrie,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I did.
Yeah, you can do it too. I just forgot to sign.